Hey guys, today I thought I would put a little more emphasis on how much of derealization is anxiety. Many of you, I know, I know I say a lot. I'll try to tone it down, but no promises. But about, I mean, it is pure anxiety. We can all agree with that. However, it's hard to explain how much of it is anxiety to somebody who doesn't already believe that it really is just anxiety. And by the way, excuse my really messy hair, but you will notice, depending on how intense it is, for me, I don't remember it in the first two times that I got derealization and depersonalization. I didn't really notice it, but the second time it became a big factor, and that was the fact that I really started to get some really bad pressure in my forehead area. And this is your general anxiety area in your brain. It's not, where the anxiety is made. It's not, the anxiety center, but that's where a lot of those thoughts and, things like that come from. And when you start to feel that pressure, it's because it's overworking. It's overworking itself. It's getting tired, and it's just doing too much work because it is constantly producing anxiety. It's kind of the same, just a little bit, when you're really, really, really tired and you start to get a headache because your brain is just in overdrive trying to like stay awake, do processes, but also at the same time it wants to go to sleep. That's sort of the same thing. So basically, when you feel that pressure, that to me it was like really hard evidence that this was literally just anxiety, because it shows that your anxiety center is overworking. So therefore, if your anxiety center is overworking, then doesn't that mean that obviously what you're feeling is just anxiety? So, and on top of that, really what you probably have to do is just force yourself to just get out of it, just relax, and just like push. I mean, not constantly, don't do this all the time, don't try to constantly push it out, but just maybe once a day or something, or just ever so often, just try to push the thoughts of anxiety out and just think it's just anxiety. It's just, it's stupid really, and it's just my brain overworking itself with anxiety. We all have experienced it at some point. Up to like, I think it was around 75% or so people have experienced derealization in some form. And of course, for most people, it's just maybe, you know, just really not very often, maybe once a year or so. But for us, obviously, it's much more often, literally constant, actually. So you just really have to focus as much as you can on the fact that it's just anxiety. And you also have to focus on the fact, I mean, not the fact, but you have to focus on the moments where you're not anxious. Let's say you're anxious, we've all gone through this, where, you're not anxious, you're doing fine, you're paying attention to what you're doing, and then 5 seconds later, suddenly, oh my gosh, what's going on? Who am I? Well, not necessarily who am I, that's not really DR, but, oh my gosh, my anxiety is back. When immediately when you start to think that, it's a good habit to think, okay, just a few seconds ago, I was okay, and now I'm back to this, so that shows that I can be a normal person, and that I actually was a normal person just now. And another thing that I like to do is, well, I don't do it anymore because I am cured, but I don't do it anymore. But when I do start to get thoughts of anxiety, it's become a habit now for me to just distract myself. Like if I'm laying in bed and I get a random thought, then I'll just, like, out of habit, just, sorry. I'll just, pick up my iPod and go to a funny meme website or something, or just watch some funny videos. And that's a good really habit to have, to just distract yourself immediately. And you should never try to distract yourself constantly to the point where you're just like stuffing it under the rug. You're not paying attention to it. You do have to acknowledge it as a problem, but when you start feeling it coming up a little bit, you have to just find a way to distract yourself. And so that's really all I wanted to talk about, is just that. To summarize it, ow. To summarize it, it's just anxiety, and the fact that you have this pressure in your frontal lobe, that's what it's called, that shows that your mind is producing more anxiety than it should. And also, I must mention, people do have higher thresholds for pain in their brain. So not everybody is going to feel it, but many of us will. If you don't feel it, don't worry at all. I didn't feel it the first 2 times, and it depends on who you are, your background and your brain. So don't worry, if you don't experience it, then you're still totally normal. You're still totally on the same boat as the rest of us. You just don't have that specific symptom, which I would be thankful for, because it's not fun. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and you can find me, by the way, on Skype. Um, I'm not going to put the annotation up. Well, I guess I will, but I don't know. My Skype is RAWRGOESCHRIS. I know, seeny weeny and everything, but like, I made it while I was, MySpacing and whatever. So, RAWRGOESCHRIS. That's how you spell it. So you can find me there, and that's it. This isn't exactly a series of videos that I want to do, but I do come out with a new video helping people on derealization every once in a while. So if you feel that this video has helped you and you want to learn more about it, or if you just want to be updated, then you can go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I mean, I'm not saying, go ahead as in you have my permission or anything. I'm very thankful for all my subscribers, because, well, all, like, 2 of them. I have like 2 subscribers on this channel. I have like 50 on the other one, but yeah, please subscribe. Even if you're in the stage where you are not entirely acknowledging DR, I think, although I know I sound like I'm begging, I feel like it is a good thing to, watch videos on this on a regular basis, because if you don't have access to a psychiatrist, which I wouldn't totally recommend, and I would also not recommend medication, but if you would rather go a more natural way, a much more permanent way of getting rid of derealization, then it would be a healthy thing to subscribe or, watch my other videos. But anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I hope to hear from you soon. Bye.